Just when Nigerians thought the political fireworks had finally burned out, the sky over Abuja lit up again, and this time, it's brighter, louder, and far more explosive. What looked like the climax of the drama surrounding former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has suddenly transformed into something bigger, deeper, and far more intense than anyone expected. This is not street gossip. This is not late-night blog speculation. This is power colliding with power in real time. Let's rewind to Wednesday evening, February 18, 2026. After spending 2 tense nights in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, answering questions about his 8-year administration, El-Rufai secured administrative bail. To his supporters, it looked like a breakthrough. To his critics, it was just a pause in the storm. Either way, he must have believed he was finally heading home to rest after days of pressure. But Abuja had other plans. Before he could even process his temporary freedom, another agency stepped into the picture. Operatives of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission were already waiting. No delay. No breathing space. No soft landing. He was taken again, this time into ICPC custody. Just like that, the political chessboard shifted. Late that night, the ICPC confirmed he was with them in connection with ongoing investigations. The statement was brief, controlled, and measured. But behind those calm words was a message: this was far from over. Then Thursday arrived, and that's when things truly escalated. While the former governor was being questioned at ICPC headquarters, another team of investigators moved toward his private residence in the upscale Asokoro area of Abuja. Around mid-afternoon, vehicles reportedly pulled up. Officers stepped out. What followed was not a courtesy call. It was a search operation. Sources say it was detailed and methodical. Rooms examined. Documents reviewed. Devices scrutinized. Investigators were reportedly looking for materials connected to the massive financial mismanagement allegations that have shadowed his tenure, allegations that stem from the indictment by the Kaduna State House of Assembly claiming over 400 billion Nigerian nairas was diverted during his administration. His media aide later confirmed the search in a short social media update. Short, but powerful. Because the search of a former governor's private home is not a minor development. It signals escalation. It signals seriousness. It signals that this is moving beyond questioning into evidence gathering. And then came the legal backlash. His lawyer came out strongly, condemning the raid as unlawful and describing it as a violation of fundamental rights. The legal team argues that due process must be followed, that you cannot move a man from one agency's custody to another while simultaneously storming his home without clear transparency. But the ICPC has not revealed what, if anything, was found. No leaks. No dramatic press briefings. Just silence. And in Nigerian politics, silence is never empty. Because here's where the story becomes even more layered. This isn't just about financial allegations. There's another front entirely, the Department of State Services. Only days earlier, after returning from Cairo, El-Rufai publicly claimed that there had been an attempt to arrest him at the airport and that it was allegedly linked to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. He even suggested there was evidence involving sensitive communications. That claim triggered a storm of its own. The DSS reportedly responded with cybercrime-related accusations. Now you have three powerful institutions, EFCC, ICPC, and DSS, all intersecting around one political figure. That is not coincidence. That is pressure. Supporters of the former governor are calling it a coordinated clampdown. They argue that since defecting to the African Democratic Congress and becoming increasingly vocal against the current administration, he has become a target. They see political strategy. They see 2027 calculations already in motion. They are asking hard questions: why him? Why now? Why the rapid-fire actions from multiple agencies? On the other side, critics, especially within Kaduna, say this is long overdue. They argue that governance must come with accountability. They insist that if there are questions about state finances, those questions must be answered thoroughly, no matter how powerful the individual involved. So where does this leave things right now? El-Rufai remains in custody. The agencies are tight-lipped. The legal team is preparing its moves. Political observers are watching every development, especially at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where a potential fundamental rights enforcement application could surface at any moment. And here's the tension nobody can ignore: when agencies move this quietly, it often means one of two things: either there was nothing dramatic found, or they are building a case carefully, deliberately, piece by piece. The coming days will decide which it is. For now, the man once known for political dominance in Kaduna finds himself navigating perhaps the most defining battle of his career. This isn't just about courtrooms and interrogations. It's about reputation, legacy, future ambition, and the shifting alliances of Nigerian politics. Will formal charges follow immediately? Will the courts intervene? Will this strengthen him politically or weaken him permanently? Those are the questions hanging in the air over Abuja tonight. One thing is certain: this story is not slowing down. Every hour brings new whispers, new strategies, new reactions. And whether you see this as justice unfolding or politics at play, the consequences will ripple far beyond Kaduna. The next chapter is coming fast. And when it drops, it could change everything.